Up next, the first third of an NBA season, Grant. It sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
Now, New York starting five. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the center position. And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Dan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard patrolled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
Now here's Brunson. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time.
Establish position and square up.
Suggs outside. Banchero against Towns. Banchero right side. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Batase. Suggs with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Payne, the pass to Wagner. Comes up empty down low. And here's New York now. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in New York.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, Bane is a strong dude. He's built to play through contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Here's Bridges. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Bridges has got his second basket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm. Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. There's the block. Banchero surveys. And the three off target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Anunoby can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Towns outside. And stolen by Suggs. And the Magic pushing it up now. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 5. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Bane after the basket by New York on the other end. Three-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Black's checked in for Orlando. Jones comes in for Suggs. New York also changing it up. Josh Hart's checked in for Anunoby. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Mikal Bridges. New York trailing. Outside Brunson. Let's go with a three. And he's missed his on 4 of 9 in this one so far. Black hard with the defensive effort.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
Well, that's a nimble move by Clarkson, allowing him to work around that contact.
Banchero in the post. Covered by Towns. The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Right side, Robinson. Here's Brunson. Jones grabs the board.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Bain, and he goes in for the dunk.
Not settling for a jump shot. Bain right at the rim.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Franz Wagner subbed in for Jones. Here's Brunson. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And stolen by Brunson. Bain against Clarkson. New York working the ball around now. Back to Towns. For 3. And it's Clarkson missing. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Pass to Black. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wagner with a screen on Hart. Shot clock at 5. Bain, no good. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Brunson taking his time here. Lets it go from deep. Good work defensively by Black. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Magic. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Yeah, that was a sharp start, but we've got a long way to go. They're going to have to sustain that intensity.
We've got Wendell Carter, Anthony Black out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Franz Wagner, and it's Wagner in at power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Wagner finds Jones. Here's Carter. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Here's Clarkson. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know, some games, you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
Well, it wasn't a pretty game as far as shooting goes, but ugly wins count just the same.
Pass to Yabusele. Soft touch off the glass. Yabusele's gotten his first points in this one.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Jalen Suggs has checked in for Orlando. And a switch here also for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for McBride. Carter, the pass to Suggs. And stolen by Yabusele. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Suggs. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Look, Suggs is a fun player in the open court. Gets to unleash that speed and athleticism.
Here's Yabusele. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Wendell Carter. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you, Brian.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much. Goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Magic. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them.
Well, Carter Jr. can be such a force on the offensive glass, as he demonstrated there.
Pass to Hart. The 3 is up. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
The Magic have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Back to Suggs. Pass to Carter. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
The Magic making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. New York also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Yabusele. McBride comes in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Clarkson. The Magic have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. On the wing, Suggs. Inside. And Carter gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. Carter's got 8 points in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. And here's a look at some numbers for Paolo Banchero. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
And Bane is a terrific defender. So good at getting perfect positioning to contest and alter shots.
That one's good for 2. And now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Brunson passes to Hart. New York working the ball around now. McBride on the wing. Hart with a screen on Bane. Pass to Hart. 4 on the clock. Over Suggs. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Bane, pass to Carter. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Carter's got 10 points in the game. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Knicks. Still early, but they have the 3rd best record in the conference. And check it out, Orlando. Back 3 games.
And right now for the Magic, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
New York, no good that time either.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
And yep, it's good. Give him 8.
A nice take from Bane. Solid at noticing holes in defenses and exploiting.
So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for McBride. Here's Brunson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Banchero in the post. Working on Robinson. And Banchero gets it to go.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Screen by Robinson. Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Bane surveying the D. Wagner against Anunoby. And it's Wagner missing. Anunoby on the take. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back after this.
Welcome to this veering off topic a bit. I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been...
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Orlando Magic.
Well, they've been the more...
That's it for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Wendell Carter with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
So on the floor for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Robinson in at the 5. From deep, Payne. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges passes to Brunson. Tries to break his ice. Brunson brushes off the D.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Suggs outside. Anunoby against Wagner. And Caro outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Anunoby for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Suggs. Back to Bane. Back to Banchero. Fires from deep. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. New York working the ball around now. Towns on a screen. For the tie. And Anunoby lays it up and in. Anunoby's got 6 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. Number 1, the Knicks.
They've been able to consistently slow opponents, using every tool they have to shut them down.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Banchero against Towns. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
And the confidence Banchero possesses is clear. He goes strong around the rim.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Towns a screen over. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Up top, Banchero. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. To the paint. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, guys. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Guys, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bane's the total package.
Brunson passes to Towns for the lead. Orlando grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze, and Black subbed in for Suggs. And a switch here also for New York. Hart's checked in. Back to Banchero. Carter, a screen on Towns. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Brunson with it, guarded now by Black. And it's Brunson missing.
How'd that move work out? The important part is to get the ball in the basket, not to make the highlight reel. Come on.
And the basket by Bane.
Yeah, Bane is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
Towns for three. New York again can't hit. Magic leading by 4. Bane into the lane. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Bane's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Brunson. Sneak it inside. It's Brunson.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Outside Bane. Pass to Ben Carroll. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. From the arc. Oh, Brunson nails it from deep.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Defense is right there. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
And Carroll with a screen on Bridges. Finds room and goes for the jam. Van Carroll.
Yeah, with this bigger build, Van Carroll sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Strong move, Brunson.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Magic, up by 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Wendell Carter is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Black in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Kicks it out Towns to tie it up. Towns making that shot look routine.
Few bigs do it as well as Towns, stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
Black outside. Pass to Bane. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Clarkson against Bane. And it's Clarkson missing.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
The 3 from Suggs. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Clarkson against Bane. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you get in this position.
Pass to Anunoby. Outside McBride. New York working the ball around now. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Clarkson for 3. Pure from three-point range. And the Knicks lead by 1.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Towns passes to McBride. Outside Robinson. Back to McBride. Pass to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Towns for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, this has not been the second half they were looking for. Gotta tighten it up.
Suggs outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Anunoby passes to Robinson. Can't get the 3. Magic trail by 4. He launches. Oh, it doesn't go.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Outside McBride. Count it!
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Orlando making some changes. Paolo Banchero comes in for Wagner. And Franz Wagner subbed in for Black. Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for McBride. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Thank you for that, Allie. Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Goga Batadze. What's the situation, Allie?
Well, I had a moment to catch up with the Magic's head athletic trainer, and his analysis and aggravation of that nagging shoulder tendonitis. Extremely painful. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but they'll try to get through it.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel.
Yeah, well, on one hand, I'm sure they're glad to know what's wrong. But on the other hand, that's a serious injury. Best of luck to him in his recovery process.
Batadze's checked in for Orlando.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Jalen Suggs. Oh, off target from downtown. Here's New York. They're on a 15-6 run. Robinson, a screen on Bane. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
Bane fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. New York leading by 8. Bridges down low, guarded by Bane. Now Brunson. Outside Bridges. Here's Towns. Beyond the arc. Robinson. Another chance. Bane with a rebound. And here are the Magic now. Robinson with the block. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on that blocked shot, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that narrows the gap to 7. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Suggs against Brunson. Outside Bridges. Jacks up a 3. Wagner with a rebound. And it's blocked. And so it's New York winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And, B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure.